And welcome to another episode of Fresh Flavor Entertainment Out of the Spotlight. I'm your host for the evening, Yoeman, President and CEO of Fresh Flavor Entertainment. As you know, on this show we like to take artists out of the spotlight and ask them pertinent questions that probably never hear on any other show. I guess that's why this is the hottest show on the East Coast. In the studio today we have Dr. Elliot Levine. Definitely. Pleasure to have you, Elliot. How you been?
Thank you very much. Very good. It's good to be out in the spotlight on the hottest show on the East Coast. I'm feeling really psyched about being on here. So thank you very much for inviting me.
Oh, cool, cool. I don't know if you've heard of Elliot Levine. Let me tell you, just give you a brief synopsis of Elliot Levine. He has about 4 CDs out. His latest CD is called Smash. And Elliot also, being a national keyboardist, and Elliot Levine actually performs with other artists such as Heatwave. He also performs with national recording artist Ski Johnson and a host of other artists. Elliot, tell us a little bit about what's going on in 2001.
Well, I'm actually in the process of making the transition from being a national artist to an international artist, and that's really been due in part to a huge exposure over the internet. That all started about a year and a half ago in 1999, May 99, when mp3.com, which is the largest music internet site, started going on there.
mp3.com. I've been hearing a lot about that. Tell us a little more about mp3.com.
Well, right now it's the largest internet music site. It's become even larger now that Napster is basically having legal problems. But basically, mp3.com is a legal music site where artists that aren't signed by labels, and actually some that are, can put their music out on the internet, and people can click on your song and listen to it all around the world. You can do that with a modem, but of course with a high-speed internet connection, it's a lot better sounding quality. But where it's been really good for me is in the year and a half I've been on it, I've sold CDs in about 40 countries and have been heard by 700,000 people and counting. And I get all kinds of email from people around the world, a lot of positive email, and you hear a lot of other bands that are around the world that are doing basically the same thing I'm doing. In other words, there's a lot of talent that's not signed by labels that is out there and can be heard if you make an effort to just go out and listen to them.
Okay, cool, cool. I think the last time we interviewed you on Fresh Flavor Entertainment Out of the Spotlight, Maria actually interviewed you.
Right.
Actually, she was supposed to interview you today, but I took the opportunity because the last time Maria interviewed you, she ended up, a new CD came out, Smash, and she's actually on one of the tunes on here. What tune is she on?
There's a tune called Interview in the Mix, and what's really special about that interview is it was recorded on, of course, can I say Channel 10B? It was recorded on Channel 10B, and the next day I had some studio time, and I got the videotape of the interview and put some tracks around it, basically like a drum and bass and some keyboard tracks, and fused the interview to a song where I'm soloing in between the pauses and took a lot of sound bites out of it, and it became heard that next day on mp3.com. It got up to the top 30 in jazz, which, if anyone's familiar with that site, there's about 100,000 artists, so being 30 out of 100,000, even at that time, is pretty significant. But what it really did, I mean, I got the idea there was something similar done by a band called Soul to Soul, where they took an interview, and it was a fairly major hit where they fused some drum and bass tracks, and I liked what they were doing, but it hadn't been done since then, so I thought it would be a really cool idea to say, hey, this can be out there, and people who hear it would at least get the idea that they could be putting their music on the internet and getting all kinds of exposure that you can't get locally or even regionally.